Hello everyone, this is a product description for rock testing kit for beginners. This is a kit for 8 years old and up. This kit is for the general rock hound as well as getting kids interested in rock and mineral identification. It's a very basic kit to get them started. There's nothing too complex in here. Now, when you get this, order this, this is the box it will come in. Another box, and this will be used as your storage box as well. There will be 2 custody seals here depending on what color I have at the time, maybe yellow, red, or white. And once you cut those, you can gain access to the kit. Once you cut those, the warranty is void unless it's a missing part. Okay, that I will try to send to you if it is missing. And how do you know if anything's missing? Well, the description. But once you open this, there's a certificate of authenticity on here that you can pull out if you want and store it. This is stuck to the lid, so you can't just pull this whole thing off. You gotta go in there, pull it out. They are individually numbered, so you'll have that. Now, I am showing you the contents. You will not get this like this shipped to you. Things will be protected in wraps and bags and things like that. It's just here to show you what's in here. Well, you'll get a plastic bag similar to this, which is 4 mil, which you can use as a rock collecting bag too. In it, you get these 3 basic information pamphlets. They're just single pages. Some are double-sided, some are not. You have this one, common rocks and their common minerals. You'll just have some general photos there. This is some basic properties of rocks. Okay. And over on this side, you have minerals. These are just common rock-forming minerals. This is by no means a complete kit. It's a beginner's kit. And this is your inventory sheet and basic instructions. But I'm going to give you those basic instructions here as well. But first, what I want to show you, let's get these out of here because I want to show you these last. I'm going to go from simple to most complex. Now, minerals have certain hardnesses. Geologists usually use the Mohs hardness scale. You get the hardness by scratching something on the mineral. Now, there are actual mineral test scratchers, but they're very expensive. So we have a couple steel nails in here, non-galvanized. Okay. We have a couple of copper nails in here. And these are almost pure copper. They're not very alloy rich, okay? Because on here, it will tell you the Mohs hardness of these things, okay? Now you see some minerals were there. Well, what minerals are those? Well, your beginner's kit will come with calcite. Now, your calcite may not look like this, but it will be in a container like this, labeled calcite. Your halite, or table salt, will be a chunk like this, and it will be labeled. And there are testing methods that you can use that do not involve sharp tools, and that's what you do it with. There is also a quartz crystal in here, all right? That is also a mineral for identification. You can also streak a mineral. What's that mean? A streak is the mineral's powder form, and streaks have very distinct colors. Even though rocks can vary in color, like this is a yellow calcite. Most people, when they think of calcite, they think white or clear. Well, calcite, if it has impurities like most minerals, can change color. Okay, halite's technically colorless too, but this is a pinkish hue. Probably has a tad bit of iron in it. Okay, but you would use a streak plate, and a good example of this is the mineral hematite. Even though it's silvery gray metallic, actually it's a dark metallic color. It always streaks red, and you do that by using a streak plate. These are ceramic. These are actually for streaking, and this works if your mineral's dark in color. Now, if your mineral's light in color, you want to streak it against the dark streak plate, okay? Now, you can do this with rocks too, but rocks are usually more than one mineral. Hey. And we also have a glass plate. Oh, come on, Bela, you can't be in here. Okay. You could use this for scratch testing as well. If you don't get a real good streak, you could streak it on the glass. Now, glass has a similar hardness to quartz. It's a little less, so be careful. You also have this bottle. This is for acid. Now, for children, I suggest you fill this with vinegar. And the reason being is because things like calcite and limestone react with weak acids, okay? Vinegar will work. I will be putting together an intermediate kit for next month where you could use actual concentrations of hydrochloric acid, okay? Now here, we also have a pocket hand lens, okay? This is for looking at a rock closely. This is 10 magnification, all right? This is not made in the US. I apologize for that. I couldn't find one that was. And that helps you identify minerals easier. You have one little magnet. It may or may not look like this. It is a small part that you can use to see if your rock is magnetic, see if it has minerals like magnetite in it. Due to contrary belief, hematite is not usually magnetic, okay, but magnetite is. You have little storage bags that you can use. Every one of these contains a little notebook for you to write in. There's some other stuff here, more information, your notebook, you have this, and then you just write your stuff inside, okay? And there's numerous sheets for that, so you can do that. And finally, the rock kit comes with 2 samples of all 3 major rock types. You have igneous, and they will come in these. Now, it may not be these specific rocks, because I only have so much, but I do pull these from the field. In this case, you have a basalt, and in this case, you have something called a biatidic nepheline syenite. I know that sounds like a mouthful, but I suggest you look that up. Most people would look at this and go, oh, that's a granite. No, it's not. And that's the point. No, yeah, see, Bela knows. And that's the point of introducing you to rocks and minerals, is because it's not as simple as it's made to look online, okay? You can't identify definitively any rock or mineral from a picture, all right? That's why these kits are important. Now, in this case, we have 2 sedimentary. You'll have 2 igneous, 2 sedimentary, 2 metamorphic. In this case, you have dolostone, which is a magnesium carbonate. And in this case, you have sedimentary, you have a lithic sandstone. What that means is the dominant minerals in here are not quartz or feldspar. They're rock fragments. And finally, you'll have 2 metamorphics. Here you have a ferrous quartzite. Now, I'm just going to admit, if you get a ferrous quartzite or a purple quartzite of any kind, or pink or red, it's probably going to be the Baraboo quartzite. This is a granular conglomerate, which is about as fine grain as a conglomerate can be. In this case, you can see the grains pretty well. They're mostly quartz. And this is from Wisconsin. Most of these rocks are from Wisconsin. I picked most of them from there or the Upper Peninsula. That is what your kit will include. And like I said, it will all be in here, packaged with bubble wrap and other things like that. But anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy it.